So let's talk about music, man. You got a new single out.
Yes.
Featuring Macy Gray.
Yeah. All again, it's that motivation. Get you up in the morning, get that coffee, get you in the gym. This is, it's a song about redemption, about never giving up. We all going through stuff, right? We all faced with, adversities. We faced with obstacles. We, challenges in life, and it's about how you deal with them. We get hit, get knocked down, we get back up. When I wrote that song, I was like in one of my low points, and and I always felt that I had to dig deep in my resources in my reserves to keep the fight. The industry.
Yeah, you have to go in your stash.
Yeah, you got to go in your stash.
Yeah.
You got to go in your stash because this industry sometimes could make you doubt yourself. Could, make you feel insecure. Like, damn, man, maybe I'm not that good. And then you feeling, you're going through these different emotions and stuff like that. But that's reflective of life in general, because in life you don't have to be in the industry to be going through that. It could be whatever you're going through. Yeah,
right, exactly.
Indeed. So that's what it is. It's about winning. It's not a song that's about being down. It's about being up. It's about pushing, believing in yourself, even if other people don't.
I have a question. Like, how did you link up with Macy Gray? Because I haven't heard Macy
magic.
Gray in a minute. So how did you wake up, Macy, come back? Like, how did that connection happen?
Man, I don't. What? It was so crazy because I did the song and I had played it for my man Blue Williams, and he was like, "Yo, Macy would sound great on that." I used to manage her. And I was like,
I did not know that.
Yeah, I was like, do she do songs with rappers?
Right.
And he was like, she'll do it. And then he reached out to her. She liked it. She did it. And I was just like, wow. We just shot the video. We premiered the video this Wednesday.
Dope.
It's gonna be crazy.
We're gonna play the joint today after we speak to you a little bit later. I can't wait to hear her voice, because honestly, I have not heard her voice in a minute.
Yeah. No, it's a beautiful song. It's it's dope. I wouldn't even come down here and play with y'all like that.
With a half record.
Yeah.
No.
And of course, you went and got the heat makers to produce it.
Yeah. Shout out to my bro, Arsonist.
Yeah.
Jim Jones was here last week talking about the same thing.
Yeah,
You're on Jimmy's album.
Yep. Shout out to Jim Jones, Lobby Boys.
And that record's called My Era. So let me ask you a question. Your era compared to now's era.
As far as what though?
Like, how do you feel? Everything. What do you see? What do you see the difference? Are you, like, not to badmouth anything, but like, how do you see the difference in the two eras of music?
It just was a different time, but the music is reflective of life, right? So, the streets was different. We didn't have social media. It's a lot more violence,
right.
A lot more, but you know what? I feel like it was a lot more substance in the music, though.
Yes.
As far as music, I think it was cool to have things to talk about. It was cool to have an album and talk about different subject matters. It was like concepts. When you listen to somebody's album, it was things on there that you like. It was a girl record on there, maybe one or two of those.
You feel good. Then you were allowed to be happy back then. Now you can't be happy.
And it was like there was reflective records, talking about your personal, so it was a lot of different things. Now I think it's leans more to party mode,
right?
And that's why I feel like there's a time and a place for a record like this, because I feel like with all the partying, I mean, that's not realistic.
Yeah. Because then you wake up in the morning with your hangover and you're back to reality.
Like let's keep it all the way 100. Like, we not all partying every single day, all day long. So where's the soundtrack for our real lives? And I feel like the song that I got right now is, the soundtrack for real life.
Right.
It's reflective of what we actually live in,
real life.
Yeah.
Speaking of reality, you're on Love and Hip Hop New York, correct?
Yeah, I did it. I made some cameos.
Okay.
I popped up a little bit.
Next season, are you going to be permanent cast member?
I don't know. That's a conversation. that's a conversation. I don't really know. How they going about their business. But
how is it doing reality TV?
It was cool for me because I didn't really do much. I didn't really and I was determined not to get on TV and make myself look like a fool.
Hello, right? Because it's forever.
I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to go on a platform like that and become more damaged than I already was. Like, that wasn't, integrity is major. Like, I wasn't going to lose myself acting a fool, throwing drinks and fighting on some shows. So, we kept it all the way G.
I have a question. Like, you being a male rapper in this industry, you talked about, speaking in the record with Macy about real life. And the male figures in our community are not allowed to cry, be sad, don't talk about mental illness, depression, or anything.
Right.
How hard do you find it being a rapper, machismo rapper, and actually going through real life things?
It's hard because you got to put on that face.
You're not allowed to be sad ever.
Right. Like you could be going through things and then you got to still got to come see you.
Hello.
Right. And then people don't expect you to be human. You understand? Like, and that's the gist of it, because we all go through stuff.
Of
you know
course.
what I mean? Like, we all got family issues. We all got problems with or socially or in relationships, whatever the thing is, and we don't always handle the problems the best way. But we got to keep pushing.
I mean, unfortunately, I got to bring it up. I saw a story on IG today that broke that you and your girlfriend are no longer together.
Right.
Is that one of the things that you're expressing about, like, of sadness? Because you have to go publicly through a breakup.
Right.
Yeah, like me, when I break up, I'm privately in my little corner. But like, you are here today promoting your song, and you might be with a broken heart. Like,
I mean, life is life.
Yeah.
Life is life. And then when it comes, it comes. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything happens the way it's supposed to happen in its time, and we got to roll with it, because, when you make certain decisions to do certain things, it's consequences for your actions.
Yeah.
So the decisions that I make as a man, may feel good for me in that moment.
Right.
But it affects other people, and I'm man enough to say when I'm wrong, and I'm man enough to say that certain things that I have done, certain a certain way of living, even today, certain things that I gotta get right with myself.
Yeah.
It's I look in the mirror every day and don't always like what I see.
Yeah.
You understand, as far as inside, but I gotta keep pushing.
And that's the new one from Maino featuring Macy Gray. It's called All Again.
Fire!
Gotta do it all again.
I love that.
Yeah.
Any words of encouragement to other people, because they feel like, because you're known, everything is all good or whatever. But and they're going through things, as all humans do.
Right.
Any words of encouragement, because this world is a cruel place, Maino.
Nah, we living in a funny time, right? Where even kids are depressed.
Yeah.
And suicide and all that. So, my cousin, he had committed suicide. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
I understand. You never know what people going through.
Right.
You understand? So you see them on the outside, but you never know what's going on inside.
Hello.
I mean, all I can say is, man, most problems are temporary. Don't make a permanent solution for a temporary issue. Certain things is happening. You might not be able to pay that bill right now, but those times will pass. You understand?
Right.
So you got to always believe in that. Like, I come from, sitting in prison for 10 years thinking that this was going to be my life forever.
That was it.
And it just felt like it would be forever. But I look back on it like, wow, like we got through that. So if you allow yourself to keep walking, you got to keep going.
Quitting is not an option.
Not an
I
option.
would say.
That's
Definitely.
right. So to change it up real quick, Maino, you hail from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
Today, they are naming a street after Biggie.
Finally.
How does that feel, being from Brooklyn, and Biggie being Biggie, what he was to hip hop?
That feels good. I mean, come on, this is big. I'm from Bed-Stuy. I'm from the exact neighborhood that he's from.
Oh, wow.
I'm from Bed-Stuy. And what's so great about that block that he's from, I had actually lived there for a little while. Like, when I came home, my son was born on that block. My son's family lived on that block, a couple of doors away from where Big's from.
Wow.
Dope.
Yeah, so I used to walk up and down the block, and
get that energy,
get the energy, it's big crib, so that's beautiful. I think we need more of that. I know they named something in Staten Island behind Wu-Tang.
Hello.
So hip hop, we did a lot. We did a lot for the culture. We did a lot for this country, man. I feel like we should start seeing a lot more of that.
Right.
Maino Avenue on the way, y'all.
It's a lot more people that deserve before me, yo. You know?
But yours is coming soon too.
I got a new project called On Everything I Love.
Okay.
That's coming out soon. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you do a lot of self-reflection on that album? Or is it more like do you balance the party tracks and the reflective tracks?
I have to because, you know, like, sometimes the music is therapy for me. Like, you know, like I like to really say things. I like to talk about real stuff and stuff that I go through. You know, like the pain is necessary sometimes.
Yeah,
you understand. And you got to know this though. Most of the pain is self-inflicted.
We cause our pain on ourselves by making mistakes. Or whatever.
I don't ask for for people to feel for me a certain kind of way. Like, I'm not looking for pity, sympathy, in any area. You understand? Because anything that I've caused for myself, I have caused for myself. Any pain, any issue I go through, 9 times out of 10, it was self-inflicted. And you know, but like I said, we take our bumps. You know, we take our bruises, we bleed, but you know, we keep going.
Exactly.
They're speed bumps, not stop signs.
That's right.
There you go.
And you know what I think is dope, Maino, that you're taking accountability for whatever the situation is, because that's the first sign of healing and growing.
Right.
So high five to you at least on
Thank
that
you.
part.
Thank you.
I got to make you feel good somehow.
Thank you.
I mean, pause. That sounded nasty.